Borussia Mönchengladbach takes on Bayer Leverkusen in a 9:30 a.m. Eastern kickoff. Mönchengladbach is the plus money favorite at plus $1.40 with the total at 3.5 goals. The draw is currently plus 270, and if you like Leverkusen in an upset, they're plus $1.75 for some money line cash. We're coming off another winning Monday in our premium sports picks on patreon.com/Brock Page. We went 3-1 in our 4 premium selections on that website yesterday. We're also a perfect 4-0 in our last 4 daily best play tier package selections on that site as well. If you want to sign up for those premium selections, or if you're just curious and you want to check out the website, maybe browse a little bit, see what's going down, link for that site is posted in the description section below. And once again, that is patreon.com/Brock Page. Now, Leverkusen is coming fresh off a 4-1 victory over Werder Bremen in their last outing. They're also currently on an 11-match undefeated streak, going 10-0 with a draw during that span. Bayer's currently in 5th place in the 18-team Bundesliga, giving up just 31 total goals on the season thus far. Meanwhile, on the other side, Mönchengladbach's been victorious in just 6 out of their last 12, including a 2-1 defeat to Dortmund during that span. They were also shut out by 7th place Schalke 2-0 during that span of matches as well. Now, total-wise, when it comes to the number, 2 out of Mönchengladbach's last 4 got over the total of 3.5 goals. 5 out of their last 8 also got over that number. Meanwhile, on the other side, Bayer's last 4 straight got over that total themselves. 7 out of their last 10 also got over the 3.5. Might not be a bad spot for an overplay here. Give me Bayer Leverkusen plus $1.75 and the over 3.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's German Bundesliga soccer action. And before we go ahead and move on with this video, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/Brock Page, where once again, guys, we're coming off another winning Monday. We went 3-1 in our 4 premium selections on that website yesterday. Now, we do daily premium sports picks on that site, beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. And speaking of our $1.99 package, we're currently a perfect 4-0 in our last 4 daily best play premium selections on that site. When it comes to our $2.99 membership, we're 12-5 with a push in our last 18 premium selections in that membership. We're also 9-4 in our last 13 Underdog tier plays, along with going 5-2 in our last 7 board member tier package plays as well. We have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And all of those picks that are on that site, they're games that I personally have action on. They are my premium selections. So make sure you go ahead and click the link in the description section below. I'll also include a link in the comments section below as well. If you guys just want to check out the site, maybe browse around a little bit. And once again, that is patreon.com/Brock Page. A lot of great stuff on that page. All right, with that, I'm going to slide into my next matchup. It is going to be Freiburg squaring off against Werder Bremen in a 9:30 a.m. Eastern kickoff. Freiburg's the plus money favorite at plus $1.25 with a total at 2.5 juice to the over. The draw's currently plus 250, and if you like Bremen in an upset, they're plus 205 for some money line cash. And speaking of Bremen, they're coming fresh off a 4-1 loss to Bayer Leverkusen in their last outing. They're also currently on a 6-match losing streak, including a 3-0 shutout loss to Leipzig during that span as well. Bremen scored just 3 goals in their last 6 outings. They're currently in second to last place in the 18-team German Bundesliga. They also rank second to last in the league in total goals scored, really struggling offensively. Now, Freiburg on the other side, they haven't been beaten in their last 2 straight. They held Leipzig to just 1 goal in their last outing, while also picking up a solid 3-1 victory over Union Berlin during that short span as well. Now, Freiburg's lost just 2 out of their last 6. including a solid 1-0 shutout victory over Hoffenheim during that stretch. Now, Freiburg's currently in 7th place in the league, right in striking distance, and they're just 2 points back of Wolfsburg for that 6th place spot. Now, total-wise, 2 out of Freiburg's last 3 stayed under the total of 2.5 goals. 6 out of their last 8 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, on the other side, Bremen saw 3 out of their last 6 stay under the 2.5 themselves. So this might not be a bad spot for an underplay here. With all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and lean toward Freiburg plus $1.25 and the under 2.5 in that spot. All right, next matchup. It is going to be Paderborn taking on Hoffenheim in a 9:30 a.m. Eastern kickoff. Hoffenheim's the plus money favorite at plus $1.15. The total's 2.5 with the draw currently at plus 270. And if you like Paderborn in an upset here, they're plus 215 on the money line. Now, Paderborn's been winless in their last 7 straight. They've scored just 1 goal in their last 3 outings and failed to score a goal against Dusseldorf and Mainz during that span. Needless to say, this Paderborn squad is currently in last place. They are dead last in Germany's Bundesliga right now. They also rank 16th out of 18 teams in total goals allowed, really struggling defensively. Now, Hoffenheim on the other side is currently in 9th place in Bundesliga right now. They held their opponent to 1 goal or less in 2 out of their last 4 matches. And when it comes to the total, 3 out of Hoffenheim's last 6 stayed under the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, Paderborn saw 2 out of their last 3 stay under that number themselves. So with those things in mind here, this might not be a bad spot for underbettors here. But with all that said and done, give me Hoffenheim plus $1.15 and the under 2.5 in that contest. All right, next match, it is going to be Wolfsburg taking on Dortmund in a 9:30 a.m. Eastern start time. Dortmund's minus 125 with the total at 2.5, juice to the over. Not a bad price point there for Dortmund. The draw is currently plus 280, and if you like Wolfsburg in this spot here, they're plus 333 for an upset win. And speaking of Wolfsburg, they're taking on a Dortmund squad who's coming fresh off a 4-0 dismantling of FC Schalke in their last outing. Dortmund's given up just 1 goal in their last 5 Bundesliga matches. They're currently in 2nd place in German Bundesliga with 54 total points, and they're just 4 points back of Bayern München for first place in the league. Dortmund has literally doubled up Wolfsburg total goals scored on the season with 72, and of course that ranks 2nd in Bundesliga in that category. Very good offensively. Now, Wolfsburg on the other side has scored just 4 goals in their last 3 Bundesliga matches, but ironically, 5 out of their last 7 got over the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, Dortmund saw their last 2 straight league matches get over that number themselves. Furthermore, 7 out of their last 9 also got over the 2.5 as well. So this might not be a terrible spot for overbettors here. Give me Dortmund minus $1.25, winning that one outright, and the over 2.5 in that contest. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Bayern München squaring off against Eintracht Frankfurt in a 12:30 p.m. start time. München's the massive $6.50 favorite with the total at 3.5 goals. The draw is currently plus 750, and if you like Frankfurt in an upset, they're currently plus 1,800 for some money line cash. And speaking of Frankfurt, they're coming fresh off a 3-1 multiple goal loss to Gladbach in their last outing. They're on a 4-match losing streak in league play, scoring just 2 goals in those contests. Frankfurt's currently 8-13 on the season with 4 draws, and that's good for just 28 total points and a 13th place position. Meanwhile, München on the other side is coming off an impressive 2-0 shutout win over Union Berlin in their last outing themselves. That was a very good match for them. They're currently on a 5-match winning streak in league play and hasn't lost a league matchup in 12 outings, a dozen matches. München's currently in first place in Bundesliga with their 18-4 record with 4 draws. They also lead the league in goals scored with 75. Now, total-wise, Munchen saw 3 out of their last 5 get over the total of 3.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, Frankfurt saw their last 2 straight get over that total themselves. 4 out of their last 5 also got over the 3.5 as well. Looks like a fairly decent spot for an overplay here. Give me Bayern Munchen winning this one straight up for some very expensive money line cash. May want to include this one in a parlay. And the over 3.5 in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy, well, I guess Saturday to you if you're watching this on Saturday. Definitely getting this video out early in the week, but right now it's Tuesday, so happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.